Okay, let's stop that.
Thank you.
So,
I'm just eating, bro.
But are you shitting or farting?
Stop.
knowing our usual chaos, I'm figuring this one will probably be a shorter session, especially
Probably
since
not.
everyone's
We'll probably
tired.
go until 2 a.m.
I will not allow that because everyone's tired. A little recap. Last time, the crew set off to find Fivis, the wizard, stuck in a tower out in the living forest, in which they encountered some will-o-wisps that led them to their certain demise. Except the only ones that met their certain demise were Rosalie, and that's all.
Hey, fuck you.
But she didn't die, as the wizard, Fivis, noticed them fighting for their lives under his tower and promptly went to help. And after you guys escape the plight of the little mischievous bastards and the big root-covered wolf that pinned Aura like 5 times, you guys finally made it inside the tower and were met with Fivis, a young halfling wizard who is older than Rosalie, but still young enough to be called a kid in Bobbert's terms. This guy essentially brought you guys up so you guys could take a rest and a long rest, really. But not before you guys delved into the inner workings of your world. And using a new process that he came up with, that he's calling tracer magic, you were able to call upon the magical flow and literally communicate with magic. And it communicated back to you a horrifying story of corruption, as parts of the flow are being altered and set off in a chaotic manner that it seems to be spreading across the entire web. Most notably, what has mostly been encroached on, transportation magic, that being the same type that would be called upon in a safe haven scroll, or any sort of portal spells may therein be affected. And after you guys made this revelation, you discovered the points and locations where it seems like Aura's missing crew members, those who she focused on, are at currently in your world. And with that, you guys stayed into the night, took shifts, and eventually, with Yeshua being the last awake, was met with hostility from the wildlife once more, but in a way that the rest of you haven't felt. They seemed more hostile in a more personal way, calling him a traitor for joining another side of their war. All leading to Yeshua's heirloom being stripped from him and stolen by the mischievous sprites, as he finally was face to face with a figure he had never seen before. yet one he swears he's always felt. Something that has some sort of psychic hook in his brain. And as it told him, ordered him to return home, Yeshua stood strong and resisted its temptation. And now all of you, in Fivis's wizard tower, waking up in the morning, as you hear the forest, after all night has been making constant noise, begins to quell. And you all wake up.
We're awake now.
I would like to
Hooray.
probably mention that Rosalie probably just has a bunch of paper scattered on top of her. After writing for her hour.
Wakes up in a blanket of paper.
All of them like are numbered properly, but like scattered all over the place,
Yeah,
both
where
under
did
her and like slightly on her face as she wakes up.
Oh, yeah, where did I put the glass pane? You said it
Where did
couldn't
you-
reconnect to the window, so like, where did I put that?
Where did you put the glass pane? You put it back in place.
Oh, okay,
The
good. I thought
pieces that you could.
I could.
The rest of them flew out the window
Okay. Okay. That's good.
when it shattered as Yeshua went flying out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And after a short while of you guys waking up and kind of meandering around, you pretty much walk into what seems like a chemistry room. He's
Yeah.
got like bubbling chemicals around. He's got burners, and it seems like on top of one is like a fashioned pan that has a day old egg sitting on top of it. It's completely charred. Seems like it was forgotten.
So you're telling me completely not salvageable at all?
It wouldn't be
Shit.
advised.
Even for a goblin who literally eats raw fish all the time?
Probably.
You can eat it.
Yeah, but do I want to?
No.
Won't taste very good, won't be very filling.
Yeah, okay. Well, I raid his fridge and start making breakfast. For everyone. Hopefully I can do this roll. I don't have any proficiencies.
Go ahead and roll me a perception.
Ooh, perception. Perception. First roll. It's an 18. 15
Let's
plus 3.
Go high rolls. High
Ooh.
rolls.
Lego.
We love to see it for Bobbert. Anything over a 10 is wonderful.
You go ahead and walk into this room and start snooping around, opening cabinets, looking around, and you do find that he has some sort of box that he has a bunch of food in, and when you open the box, it like releases or emits this like chilling air that hits you right in the face, and you kind of like stumble back. Bobber, you know this is just a crate that like is a fridge somehow. You've seen a fridge? This is what the fuck?
Is it colder? Is it colder fridge?
It seems like a colder fridge, yeah.
Wow.
And it's really effective, and you're like, shit, why don't I have this?
I'm gonna have to memorize this. What's the runes? What's your runes, yo?
But with an 18, you do look in the back of this, past a lot of the food that's packaged. You do see a rune of sorts etched onto the wood.
What language? If it's in anything other than common or goblin, I am screwed.
it is very much in anything other than that.
Damn. Probably try to get one of us to read it if we have it, but no promises.
Okay, I'm just gonna have to memorize whatever string of runes is then. Alright, sorry. Back to the food.
But yeah,
I
you go
just saw
ahead
cool
and take that, and you want to whip up breakfast, you said?
Yeah. Wonder what that's. Is it gonna be an athletics check? Please say yes.
I'd say sleight of hand, right?
How about
I
I
was
would.
gonna say survival.
How about
No, fair.
intelligence? How about intelligence?
How about survival?
Okay, +0. Let's go. 15. Another
Holy shit.
15.
The decent rolls are going off.
Oh my
Hey.
gosh. Today is Bobbert's day at least twice.
Don't jinx it.
That's why I said at least twice.
Alrighty. You go ahead and do that. Is anyone else up to anything?
What am I making though? Hang on, that's my question. What did I grab? Like frozen chicken tenders?
I will tell you when you make it.
Okay. I'm just excited for getting a good roll.
Good for you, buddy.
Thank you.
I'm probably taking a look at some of the books that he might have. Just
Mention
any in
the
general, honestly. Just taking, like, browsing.
Alrighty. Rosalie, you go along the bookcase and you realize it stretches around this entire room. Go ahead and roll me an investigation.
I dropped my dice, but it was fine. Where's my investigation? 14.
Rosalie, you browse around and you see that a lot of it tends to be general spell knowledge. A lot of it tends to delve into practices of casting like ritual spells and whatnot. Nothing too interesting. Yeah, that's pretty much the majority of what you can get.
Alright.
And after a while of you guys moseying around, Fivis wakes up, kind of stretches in his hammock, and then rolls over. And for him, it's like this large bed, but it's pretty much like a long stretched, more surface area to it hammock than normal. And he hops out of it, and he stretches, and he goes, good morning, everybody. What? Are you all snooping around my home?
Not stupid.
I mean,
Perusing.
Can I hear him? Can I hear him ask them? Or am I too busy in the kitchen?
Yeah, you can hear everything in this place. There is no sound like snuffling at all. Like you can hear everything from every corner.
That's pretty cool. I think Bobbert will just like sort of glance, like turn his face over his shoulder and just goes breakfast, and then goes back to cooking.
Well, thank you for snooping. That is not irony.
The only amount of snooping that I did was to find paper and ink. And
Oh,
these are
I
for
get
you.
her.
What?
You
did he
wanted
say?
paper and ink? A writer? You're a writer?
Not quite. I figured that this information would have been important to you, and she hands over the notes that she took.
Oh, well, Wizard always loves information.
That's
And,
why I figured you'd enjoy this.
Shoves it off in one of his side pouches. And he goes, well, I hope you all slept well last night. Seems like we didn't die. That's good. But would you all like to see some cool things at all?
If you're offering,
I mean,
I wouldn't mind.
how often do you find yourselves in a wizard's lair?
I'm not
Never,
going to say
thankfully.
no.
Barbara looks over his shoulder again after breakfast and then goes back to cooking.
Well, you can
He's
show
got-
him after breakfast. Huh?
And you see, he has like this sly smirk on, and then like he starts to circle his eyes around, and then he looks at you, Rosalie, and he goes, "Gonna be honest, still figuring out the place myself. As this is not exactly my home, but it's my home, you know. It was my father's, and only recently found it, or come to it,
Inherited it?
inherited. I guess that does work."
I thought wizards were supposed to be smart.
Ooh.
Ow.
I'm joking.
And you see he gives off like a comedic, like you just
Mhm.
shot him in the
Like,
heart with that one.
That hurt.
And he hops up, puts on like his shoes. He has like these longer boots, not like cowboy boots, but just the ones that like go up your leg a bit more
hmm
and strap on. And he hops past you, heads toward the stairs, and he goes, "Come check this out."
I follow.
So, this place, I assume, has been here for longer than my father was here, or maybe as long as he was here. Not really sure. All I know is he owned it and he did some crazy stuff in it because, boom. And as he heads down the stairs, he like points off to a little hallway that goes off to the side of it that
Mhm.
you guys didn't go through, but you
Yeah.
passed by to get up to the top. And as soon as you like peek in and around the corner, there's just a wall at the end of this hallway that's just like there, and then it doesn't look anything too insane. But then he goes, "Okay, doesn't look like much. I get it, but if you look closer," and he like gets down on the floor and then looks at this line of ants.
Rosalie's just kind of like, uh-huh. I'm following, but also very confused.
And then
She's still standing. She's not like kneeling to look at the ants or anything like that.
go ahead and roll me a perception.
Perception. Where's my perception? 15. A lot of 15s.
In this like darker hallway, you see there is a light source at the end and a light source like right at the beginning,
Mhm.
and you kind of standing right a bit before the middle. This line of ants, you see he points to where they enter the wall, and you see a bit of light coming from the outside of the building.
Mhm.
And then he like brings his hand up and points up, and you see the wall just begins to shatter almost. Like cracks begin to be made. And then eventually you just see a little ant protrude from it. And then he goes, "Now watch this." And he pulls out his spell book again.
Oh
And
my god.
you see he waves his hand over it, and he pulls out like this big, big stone. It just like manifests over his book. And you see it drops in his hands, and he just like goes straight to the floor. It goes, okay, check this out. And he pushes it over to the ant, the single one that came out of the wall, and you see the boulder begin to roll. and you see it begin to run into the line of ants, and you see it like meets those ants and begins to roll on those like it cannot pass them. And you see Fivis go, this one I've been wanting to try out for a while. And pretty much what I think happened here is some sort of altered reality. At least for this small bit of space. Anything standing here seems to gain in, what is it, dexterity? They seem to be nigh unstoppable.
Huh.
And I'm very glad it doesn't spread to the rest of the building, as, you know, outside of this, they seem to just be normal creatures. Now, I've never tried to stand in there personally, so not sure how this affects larger. And you see him like start to poke his index finger in the zone. And then he goes, I think I do feel stronger. No telling though. And then he turns around and begins to walk back up the stairs.
Rosalie just kind of like, nods slightly like, what? What just that? It's a little early for this.
But
just
Rosalie,
happened?
one thing you know about experimental magics is that things can go wrong, and if they do go wrong, any wild things can happen. It's almost like you're having a trial run of being you. So you kind of look at these ants and you're like, is that a thing I might accidentally do?
I'm just immortal. Or I'm just very dexterous.
And it's only for that one space. You see like these ants leave that zone and like they're just normal ants. Like they run up to a wall and then they walk up the wall. But like when they're in that zone, they literally walk through walls as the wall bends to their will. And as Fivis walks up the stairs, he's like, come on, there's more. I swear.
And she like starts, like, she still is looking at the ants for a second, and he calls to her, and then that's when she like rushes up.
And eventually you guys go ahead and have breakfast as Fivis shows you all worlds of weird, wacky things that he seems to have either found or accidentally done himself. One of them he he flaunts to you guys as like his masterpiece is his book of misspells.
Misspells?
And it's a spell book, and he passes it to you, Rosalie, and you flip through it, and it looks like just kind of normal spells that you'd pull from and, you know, cast the spells. One of them is message. Looks like mage armor is in here. Hold person. Speak with dead. Ice storm. Teleport. Even wish.
Wish?
Looks at it just like looking down like, okay. What?
And you see him motion. You see him motion to you. Come on. Try one.
You want me to try one of these?
Yes. Any spellcaster can use it.
Getting concerned. Which
Thinks
one
about
should
it.
I do, guys?
I think it'd be hilarious if you used wish for something stupid.
Like maybe an alternate universe.
No.
Like, yeah.
Teleport.
Or maybe
Teleport
a single
to bed.
bean.
Teleport yourself to bed.
And you see Fivis is looking intensely, very prepared. Very excited. There's message, mage armor, hold person, speak with dead,
Mhm.
ice storm, teleport, and wish.
What if I just... No, I can't do that.
Do it. It would be hilarious.
No, it wouldn't.
No. It's a misspell. I'm assuming there's just a removed letter somewhere in the description that's gonna make the spell fucky.
I'll use message because I was considering using wish, but I was like, no, that's terrifying.
Ready?
It's-
Who would you like to use it on?
I'll actually use it on Fivis and ask him. So who are you supposed to, or who are you engaged to? Will be my question.
Rosalie, you cast this spell. You see Fivis kind of motions to you the ways of using spell books that he creates, at least.
Mhm.
And you scratch off pretty much the words of the book, and they kind of go hollow, yet their outward forms are still on the book. And you see you wipe it off and pretty much sling it towards him. And you see all of a sudden a spectral form is created from these words in the form of this big, very strong looking figure. Doesn't seem like gendered, it just seems like a very buff figure.
Yeah.
And you see Fivis
No
begins to
gender.
get a
What is
back
this?
massage
Bro?
as he goes, "Oh yeah, I've been wanting that one."
So it wasn't
And,
message, it was massage.
He's on the ground.
Yeah, it is misspelled. I
very
fucking knew it.
much
Like one letter
enjoying
change.
the
So
house.
wish would probably be wash or some shit.
Yeah. Like I said, it's exactly what I said it is.
Would this cause my chaos magic to go off?
Oh no.
And this does not cause your chaos magic to go
Good.
off, as you are pulling
guess
the
'cause it's
spell
not your magic?
from a conduit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not
Okay.
your conduit. You're not...
Hey.
They're pretty much saved in the book. But you see after 5 minutes pass and you guys are just enjoying your meals while Fivis is getting a back massage from this spectral figure.
Lucky
It
bastard.
dissipates and he stretches again and he goes, "Thank you so much."
Jealously
Oh.
eats my breakfast.
Oliver just
Give it-
stares at the thing like.
Give it a
"What's that?"
night and I will repay you the favor, I swear. I would like to ask what the plan is. I mean, I see you've all come out here to help me of sorts, or find me in order to find your friends, but
We're also supposed
how
to
do
take
you intend
Sure.
to get out of here?
That is a good question, Mega Man.
I mean, I just tend to get turned around out there and then end up back here, or
Well-
chased by, lights that want to eat my soul.
They did give us a compass that kind of blocks out the magic. Or at least isn't affected by whatever's happening in the forest. So it
Oh,
could
a
guide us.
marker?
It could guide us back.
That makes so much sense.
So that way, at the very least, you can head back into the city. So that way, you can get engaged to. What's their name?
Willow? Do you know her?
Is it the bookkeeper?
Oh,
Is that
the
her-
one that
Wait, was
smokes
that her
the good
name?
kush?
Aura, do you remember?
That
The
Probably
one that
Willow
smokes
is
the
not,
good
no.
kush.
No.
One that smokes good good.
The one that
That's
smoked
how
the
I
good
remember
kush.
Willow.
That was her name, yes.
Hell yeah.
Ah,
Cutie. She is a cutie.
Kinda gay, not gonna lie.
What?
very, finally. Anyways. He goes, Yeah, Willow. That would be a name. Is she doing all right?
As far as we can tell.
Well, I guess isn't this what you do with marriages? You don't see each other until. Is that how that works?
Typically, no. Do you
Yeah.
not know her?
Of course I do. Been my childhood friend since, I don't know, forever.
Yeah.
Practically my soulmate.
Oh.
Practically. So she's definitely dead, right?
No. She's in the fucking library. You talk to her.
She's going to die, right?
Maybe. Depends on how we play this out.
Depends on how you play this out.
Yeah.
So probably.
Anyways,
So she's most likely gonna die. If not, we will make sure she does. Anyway,
God.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
It'll happen.
But yes,
This goes-
we do have a compass to help us get back. So, we won't get turned around.
Amazing. Okay. Now the complicated thing with that is Summer, my mother,
So my mother.
is kind of the reason everything is going awry. And
Ooh, it's always the mothers.
Yes,
Okay,
that's...
carry
Rosalie
he
narrows
glances
her
at
eyes at
Yeshua
Yeshua.
with a confused look.
Yes, now is not the time.
All right.
And he goes, yeah, it is a bit of a problem, but I swear she's not normally this hostile. I mean, to anyone who's not trying to harm the forest, so it makes sense.
Mm.
But if this evil aura over magic is the thing that's affecting her, then
Was it or?
He evil
I
aura.
would
He.
I would like to help her in any way. I just feel like it might be a bad idea to leave.
When was the last time you left, sir?
What?
Well, you had never left before.
Left what?
The
I
tower?
don't know.
The
You know,
tower I've left a couple times, and then
Oh,
I could never find my way out of the forest, so I turned back around and then end up deeper in the forest, and then end up back here eventually. Normally chased by some sort of wildlife or creature.
mm,
That wolf I've seen before.
Well... Something's affecting the forest. I'm assuming we need to find its source. Question is... Where the hell would that be?
I don't know.
Yeshua thinking about last night.
Possibly the heart of the island?
Well,
Either the center
the heart of
or...
the island is kind of hard to find as the island is constantly moving.
True.
I mean, if there was a certain thing that we would call to or look for,
Like?
it's I know her name. I could maybe trace the magic to her name. And again, there might be a lot of summers. Then again, she is a dryad. That might not even be her name.
Maybe her name is Autumn.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Would that wolf thing end up going back to her, or is it just patrolling?
Well, it did look off. It doesn't really function like the rest of the things out here. Most of them have been some sort of corrupted treants or an odd, very vicious bird. Or those weird wisp things that, shock a lot. But the wolf seems to be pretty on its own. So maybe if I had like a piece of it.
Piece of looks
I-
out the
I need-
window.
I need like a reference.
Mhm.
That's kind of why I needed you guys to cast location-ish spells for the tracer spell before.
True.
Kind of like having a reference for the magic to look for, in a sense.
To be fair, for that spell, all you had Aura do was think about the person from her crew, correct?
Yes, as she has a deep, close attachment to them.
Damn, you
Without
gotta be close
attachment.
to him, that's why.
Without attachment, there isn't much to go off of.
What if they were close to you, but you weren't close to them? I don't know if that made
I
sense.
don't know. I haven't tried parasocial relationships yet.
Okay.
Would be worth a shot.
I guess if you do anyone in a parasocial relationship.
Experimenting.
My mother?
I mean, she is your mother,
Mother.
and
That's a
that's
good
a
point.
fairly close relationship as any. Even if that, whatever emotional bond is not there, you're still bonded by blood. It could work.
It could.
If anything, it's worth a shot.
Maybe. Well, I'll prepare the spell. And you see he's kind of looking at the ground. He looks kind of in that inquisitive moment of life where everything is kind of changing very fast and you don't know how to take much thing,
Mhm.
like everything's hidden. But he's trucking along.
Been there, done that, buddy.
Yeah, that doesn't mean it doesn't still happen.
Yeah.
Anyways, he goes to prep this spell, and it is reminiscent of the same one he used to trace magic itself before, and Aura's crew. As he pulls his book out in the center, and this time he sits down and he closes his eyes as he calls his magic, and that same dodecahedron reappears. And let's see how this goes.
We detect magic again.
No, that was just for the magic itself.
Okay, just double checking.
You're all good.
That wasn't
He
even
doesn't
supposed to
open
be
his
in
eyes.
character.
He
No.
doesn't open his eyes at all as he says that. And after a while of him sitting there, you see he goes, "Oh," and you see the spinning of the dodecahedron stop, and he goes, "I think I found her." And he still has his eyes closed, and he goes, I feel some sort of attachment. I also feel like that was a bit too easy. I don't know.
Not everything has to be hard.
Mm,
Take it easy.
I'm not sure. It feels different than before. And after a while, he goes, "You guys want to go with this?"
If anything, it's the only lead that we have.
Well, then let's take a chance.
It's either that or walk into the forest completely blind.
And you see this spinning glyph in front of him shrinks a bit, and then his book closes in front of him, and then he grabs his book, and then he goes, "Okay, who's ready to get out of here?" I am. I'm going crazy being alone.
Oh.
Hey,
Oh.
dude. Well,
Sorry.
he was expositioning all of that. Can I have stolen the runes on his freezer? I'll steal the freezer rune. Yeah, he read in it. Also, what the hell did I make? You never covered that. That was like my one thing this morning.
You made eggs and grits.
Pog. Alright, let me steal these runes.
Sure, you can like put a piece of paper on there and like trace it or just copy it down, I guess.
Yeah, leaf
And you see he glances over and he goes, what are you doing in my fridge?"
You have a cool machine. I want it.
Oh. Well, it's barely a machine, but
Dude,
it is a bit of runic magic. That's what you're raving about.
that was a joke, by the way. Cool.
He's an artificer. He likes to build things.
Ah. Well, that's apparent.
Sound of graphite on
and-
paper.
And thank you for the breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
And he just kind of walks away, and he is ready at the stairs whenever you guys are.
I is ready to go. Everybody
Yes,
else.
after I steal the runes, I go. Rune snatched.
Yeshua,
Now this paper is cold.
Yes.
you ready to go?
I look back one last time. I don't even know where we are. Okay, let's go.
Or
I just realized I have a large salmon in my inventory. Let's eat that for breakfast too.
Yay.
save it for
Oh wait,
dinner.
I don't like fish.
Oh, Screw
Yash
you.
doesn't like fish.
Fish.
Fine. Large
Lick
salmon
fish.
is
Are we ready to head out of this
Yeah.
popsicle stand?
Yeah.
That is not the line. Anyways,
Shut.
you guys go ahead and make your way down the tower. And as you do, Fivis kind of fills you in on how he's going to be tracing the line that he has. And each one of you, he kind of like touches on the forehead as he holds his book, and you see this literal physical golden line that just seems to float in the air. And you see he's following it, and when he stops touching your forehead, it just kind of goes away.
What did he just do?
He showed us
Huh?
the line to take us to the mission objective.
Wow.
And
Waypoint.
pretty much,
Technology.
new update's pretty sick.
Wow.
I love this game.
But you see, as you exit through the front door of the tower, you find yourself on the side of pretty much a cliff. And you don't go all the way down the tower, you go almost halfway.
Mhm.
And yeah, you find yourself on the side of a cliff, and off to the cliff's edge, you can see that's where the forest begins. And it leads off to this path that enters the forest up ahead. And you see trees have kind of just like blocked the path that it looks like it was supposed to naturally go into. And you guys make your way once again into the living forest.
I'll whip out my compass.
And as you guys walk for a long while, it's a weird mode of transportation. It seems like you're kind of moving this and then there and then left and then right. But Fivis assures you that you're going forward. And Rosalie, with the compass, you can also tell you are going forward.
Good.
And as you guys make it through the forest, let's see. Oh,
Get your fucking dog, bitch. Get on
Yeah.
Yes, it do.
Yes, they do.
Yes, indeed.
Boy knows that firsthand.
okay.
Chomp.
I don't like these sounds, Dan.
What the dog doing?
Mm.
That's what I'm saying.
As you all make it through the forest, and the snow seems to stop for the morning. And all on the treetops is kind of just covered in this white powdery color. When Rosalie, off in the not too far distance, Rosalie, Yesh, and Oral say, you know, all of you.
Hooray!
Yay.
All of you. Sorry, I don't know why I did that in the first place.
Yeah, why did you
You guys don't need to roll for this at all.
Mhm.
As you see a gargantuan tree above all the others.
Is it wise and mystical?
Is it really
moving.
friggin' big?
Really fucking big.
That's
Wow.
pretty cool.
Moving throughout the trees. And it doesn't look like a single tree. It looks like almost an amalgamation of multiple. And as it comes into view, you guys realize it's headed towards you.
Bro is walking?
Whoa!
Walking.
Brothers walking.
As
Bro
the
is
trees
walking.
seem to part. And Fivis Fivis goes, holy wooden.
We might want to
Hide.
Yeah.
And you see, as soon as Fivis says hide, you see he runs around a corner, and you see him like behind that corner. He's very much visible, and you see him like pat around himself, and then like throw this pouch like over his shoulder and onto the ground, and then he just pulls this bag out of it, and you see he hops into the bag.
Bro.
What?
Oh.
And you guys see this dumping, huge creature approaching, and the
Hide.
stomps get louder,
We hide.
louder.
I guess we should go inside? I don't know.
It's up to you.
Do I recognize this as a bag of holding, DM?
Bobbert,
Yes, 'cause I
you don't
have-
recognize this as much as a bag of holding. I mean, it makes sense if it holds a person and it just kind of goes flat like that it's a bag of holding, but like, what that, why is he jumping in it? Is it, he's not gonna last long enough?
Yeah,
you assume.
normally
Well,
you would suffocate,
If we are
but
going to be doing stealth rolls, I'm gonna cast Blessed first, so that way we have.
if we're
a-
gonna be
added
doing
D4.
stealth rolls, then I'm going in the bag. I'm gonna hold my breath first and then go into bag. Adios, feathers.
Bobbert,
Yes,
you
in
hop
the
in
bag.
the bag, and as soon as you hop in and hold your breath, you roll into what seems like a little area. It seems like a small, blackened out pocket dimension almost.
Bro,
It's a bag of holding, that's for sure. But
wait a
the
minute.
one
Wait a
thing
wait a
you
minute. Wait a I should probably leave my other bag of holding outside. I should leave that outside. Outside. I should leave that outside.
No
Throw it at me.
need. No need, because you realize this isn't a bag of holding.
Oh thank God.
As you roll out onto a small lawn in front of a small house. And Fivis goes, welcome to the bag of housing.
Oh my god.
What?
Oh,
This man, his
And-
entire gimmick is just replacing a letter, isn't it?
His
His entire gimmick
great.
as a magician.
Uh,
His
Great
30-some,
looking.
his 20-some odd years of life devoted to magic, and his biggest creations.
Well, I'm gonna
Are
cast
just a
Bless
letter
for the
off.
three of us that
bro,
are
just
out.
fix the housing problem. What do you
typical
mean?
wizard activities.
He just fixed every housing problem
Homeboy just
ever.
fixed homelessness. What are you
Oh my
talking about?
God.
This ain't a gimmick. This is an
It's a
investment.
gimmick. Don't even try. to say
This
it's
is
not.
an
It's a
investment,
fucking.
guys.
It's a good gimmick, but it's a gimmick. It is
I
top
love
tech,
it.
good meme, but it's
Um,
fucking stupid.
and do you all want to roll stealth?
I guess the ones that are outside of the bag, yeah.
All right.
AKA me, Aura, and Yesh. And before that, I will cast Bless on you guys so you can add an extra D4 to it.
Yay.
Everyone, go ahead and roll me stealth.
For Bless.
Bobbert,
Okay.
as you sit inside the bag of housing, around you, you
Also,
see
by the
is
way, Robert looks shocked.
yeah, you are taking in this fucking straight up, horribly named, but like really insane thing.
But
And
also, like,
you
perfectly
also
named.
realize you can breathe.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm fucking invisible. That's a 31.
Bruh.
I have a 21, I have 10 less than that.
My stealth mod is 10. I rolled a 19, and I got 2 on the 4. So
Nice.
Bruh.
I got a 21.
Bruh's gone.
Yesh, what
Alrighty.
you get?
I got a. Hold on, adding the D4.
Adding the...
And Bobbert,
That is
you-
a 21.
Hey!
look around at the void around you, you see it doesn't go on forever. It kind of leads up to this weird, shadowy, stretchy wall. But along these walls are etched the same type of rune that you kind of saw on his fridge. Not the same one, but you can tell it's of the same nature. And as you glance up the entire wall, you see it's almost littered with them. And you all, as soon as this stumbling creature comes by, all hold on to a tree as everything begins to shift. As you see all of the trees in this forest begin to not uproot, but you can feel their roots under the floor begin to literally move them out of the way of this gigantic creature. And as they do move with you a part of them, all of you roll an acrobatics check.
I will eat that up.
Including my
That one.
That's hilarious. I love that for you.
Oh boy.
That, my friends.
I'm
is
gonna
a
grab your
natural
tail.
one.
Try and
You gonna
catch
give me
you.
a help action? Is
I
that
will
allowed?
allow it.
Would that mean I get disadvantage?
You'll have to do it at disadvantage.
Okay. Give me a second. Yeah, I'll do it. Okay, cool. That's great. Lovely. Okay. And then it's acrobatics or athletics?
That is much better. We can add a D4 to that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Acrobatics or athletics? It doesn't fucking matter. It's the same for
I
me
will
anyway.
say it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Either one works.
So that's
Mine
a
is
16.
a 16. Hey!
Nice.
Let's go!
Exactly
That's actually
what
really
you
fitting.
needed. Thank
Considering
you.
considering you helped me, that's very fitting.
Yeah, like I'm holding onto a tree, you're moving around, I'm like, grabs tail.
Ooh, I thought that was gonna be really bad for a second. Awesome. All right, guys.
Yes, what you get?
Hey, what did Yeshua get?
I got a 19.
Good for you, but
yeah, that makes sense.
I rolled a
Wow.
12 and a 19 on the die.
Aura,
I got
as
really
you
lucky.
like sit up in
I
a
slipped.
tree,
The
you
tree
like
was
sit up
moist.
there. You
Like
sit up
moss.
there and you see the tree. The branch literally bends,
Whoa.
and you are almost vacated from the tree for a second, and then Rosalie grabs your tail and like whips you around as you fall, and
I'm like
you're
holding onto the
you are
branch
sent
with
to
my
another
legs.
branch. Yeshua, you do absolutely fine. You phase out of existence. Yada yada.
Simply hops.
He's in his element. That's essentially what's happening
Yep.
Yeshua's out
And-
here doing part.
with his fae bullshit.
As this large tree walks by and makes it past you all, eventually, the trees begin to recede inwards and seemingly go back to the state they were in before. And after a while, for you, Bobbert, there's this rumbling out, like around the bag that you're in, and then the rumbling stops, and then you see Fivis, kind of sitting on what seems like a sun tanning chair that he's just like sat back on. He's like,
Brett has a pool in here. Boy has a home bar.
I think the other guys are okay. I really hope they're okay.
Bobbert is stunned. He's still sitting on the floor, just looking at the runes around him, like, oh my god, what the fuck is happening? This is insane.
Meanwhile, Aura and Rosalie are nearly having a heart attack from almost falling out of the tree.
And
The moss
after
was
a
supposed
while,
to be dry.
Fivis gets up and he closes up his mirror that he was using for a suntan, and It was,
Bro has
oh,
sun in here. Bring
that's
in
about enough
sun.
time. And you see he begins to walk out of the bag. And
As we're walking, Mauer just goes, how'd you make this? It's impressive.
tell me about it. But I didn't make it.
We did.
I'm still trying to figure out how it was done myself. Seems like this is my father's work. How he was able
'Cause you're
to
dead.
literally create a pocket home, I am still unsure, but I swear I'm gonna find out. But for now, it's a nice pad.
What does the home look like? Is it like
The home looks like a very quaint kind of cabin. It doesn't look like it has much going on for it. From what you see in the windows in the front, you can see like a small little living room, kitchen in the back. You can see another window to the side that probably leads to a small bedroom. But he has a porch. There's like a rocking chair on the porch. You see that sun tanning chair is still out in the front. There's no pool, sadly, but
oh. No.
there is a nice, almost spring breeze going
They got weather in here?
as you breathe in probably like some of the like freshest air you've had in a bit. Like damn.
Whoa, damn. We're just saying a lot considering that Robert's a chain smoker.
Remember, this might cure your lung problems.
Oh my god.
And as you guys walk out of the bag, you just rapidly enlarge and like are both like stuck in the bag. And he's like, "Oh, shite! I don't exit the bag at the same time."
Yeah, should realize that. Sorry.
Do you two need help?
And they start to climb out, and Bobbert, you realize you do not see anyone.
She just had a voice line.
Yeshua, Aura, and Rosalie, you can't find the bag.
Oh.
What?
Oh.
That's bad. Where are we?
I thought I grabbed the bag. Okay, it's fine.
Okay,
You grabbed the bag?
I thought I did. I did want to, but I don't think I said it, so never mind.
I didn't hear you say
I just
that.
mentioned it laid flat on the floor,
Yeah.
and then Bobbert hopped into it.
Yeah,
So,
I know Bobbert
roll.
hopped into it. I think I wanted to grab it, but I don't think I actually said that I did. Damn.
Where are we? Where am I? Where am I?
You see Fivis pull out his spell book, and with it still closed, he goes, "Well, I still have the path, but I am not sure where everyone else is, and I don't want to scream for them."
Can I make like a perception check or something?
Be my
Or
guest.
investigation?
Please.
Say okay.
Either one
Perception.
would work.
In that case, I'm gonna investigation because that's a +6. I would like to investigate with a 9. That's 3 plus 6 equal 9.
Bobbert, you look around, and
No more good
none of
rolls.
this forestry looks same. You see the tree next to you doesn't even look like the tree that you like hopped in the bag in front of.
Ah, shit. Okay.
And as you all realize, you're a bit separated.
Shit.
Shit.
What would you like to do?
We lost our goblin and our wizard.
Is that all I am to you?
Well, one of our goblins.
Why do You know what? I'm not even there. I'm not gonna have this conversation. I'm not even there.
Wow.
I am
I
more
think
than certain that
being
you
a
would call me
goblin
I
is
lost
a
my
badge of
halfling
pride.
if you lost me.
I wouldn't say that. I would say I lost my magic girl. Because that's what you are.
I was gonna say I lost my employer because I technically
I
hired
lost
you
my
on.
employer.
I was gonna say I lost my rich girl.
I lost my witch girl. I lost my victim. Oh no.
I
She's a
am
victim for
a
real,
material
yeah.
girl.
Material girl.
How
we're good.
you see Fivis goes, well, do you have any mode of communication with your crew or team?
No.
That's
Or I
great.
don't think you understand
yeah.
what just happened.
I don't think Aura understands.
I don't think
what
Aura
just
understands what just
Nope.
happened.
No, what? What
Aura, the
Yeah.
planet shifted. The forest shifted. We were in a tree. Bag got launched somewhere. We don't know where they are.
Oh no.
And they're nowhere near us.
Damn it.
Well,
Like I said, we lost our goblin and we lost our wizard.
oh no.
Yeah, man. Let me just mend something real fast.
You can fix this crack in the ground.
I'm gonna fix this crack in the ground I made from a
This
fat
giant
ass.
fissure that just split the pennant in half. Allow me to use my cantrip.
Well, I would rather we get out together than all get lost and die in the forest slowly.
Mhm.
Ooh. You see he cracks open his book, and you see that wearing magic bobber that he had encased in it begins to spin rapidly, and he goes, "Oh shit!" And you see he literally physically smacks it, and it goes flying into a tree and explodes. And he goes, "Okay."
Hmm.
Give me anything you would have of them. Like anything you might use to remember them better. As he says that, you see he whips out this long piece of paper that he pulls out of a bag,
Mhm.
and he goes, "Yep, keep thinking, keep thinking."
I take off my boot. The Don't Fear the Reaper boot, the one that the halfling gave me. The magical cure. I don't want to say
Oh,
a dollar. It's
perfect.
not a dollar. Yeah.
It was Nin, wasn't it?
No, it was you. It was you. It was you. You are the
You're
halfling
the
I'm
one that got it for.
Oh
Bobber,
yeah, that's right. I
because
gave it to
Bobber
you
wanted
because
to
you
wear
were.
it.
Yeah. I got you. I
I was
remember.
at work whenever you got the magic
Yeah, that's right.
you gave
Yeah,
me.
I gave it to you.
That's like the one thing he would think of, and like probably one of the gold pieces that she gave him.
We'll do. No, the other one. The other one will do. And as soon as he finishes like wrapping this paper around you and him, not like a mummy style, just like on the floor around you in a circle, you see he whips out this quill and he touches it, and you see all of it begins to be inscribed with the same rune that he started with in the day. And he goes, fast track that. Awesome. And other squad, would you like either one of you or me to roll a d8?
It's terrifying.
You. No, wait, me. No, you.
Your mama.
I
Doing
could
your
roll
mom.
it.
You and your mom.
Doing your mom.
I guess I'll
Decide.
roll it.
Okay.
3.
Sorry.
Ooh, baby. Okay.
Maybe.
Big B.
As you guys out in the forest go into kind of a search mode looking for where this bag went, and realize Bobbert and Fivis have kind of disappeared.
God damn it.
And that the stomping gets further. You begin to, as the forest closes back in, it gets a bit darker than it was before. And as the trees close in and come to a stop, Aura,
Oh.
as you look out into the trees, looking for this bag, you see a pair of eyes looking back at you.
It's
The
the
fucking
fucking
dog.
dog, isn't it?
It's the
Yeah.
What
fucking
the
dog.
dog doing?
Out of the thicket walks this growling hound,
I wish to
Get
shooty
your
shooty
fucking
bang bang.
dog, bitch.
It don't
ready for seconds. And I will have you all roll initiative.
Oh no.
No.
Oh no.
Great.
What a good day for rolls for Bobbert with a 19 plus 2.
Awesome.
Huzzah! I love having 21.
Alright. I got a 16.
Nice.
I got a 13.
What'd you get for initiative?
Negative. I got 22.
So, Rosalie, you got a 15?
16.
16. Coolio. Alrighty. Coolio. Alright. Aura,
Hi.
you are at the top of the initiative as this
Oh, boy.
wolf growls in front of you.
Shit. I'm gonna shoot him. I'm not gonna shoot him. That's an 11.
That does not hit.
Well, that's all I can do.
And as we skip Bobbert's turn just for this time.
Makes sense.
I actually use my bonus action to dodge as well, so they have disadvantage on attacks against me.
Nice. Rosalie,
Mm-hmm.
you are up.
How far is it from me?
It is about 10 feet from you.
10 feet.
As Aura was
Jesus.
right behind you.
How sneaky is this dog?
I turn
This
around,
dog
he's right
Seems very sneaky.
Then again, my dog is very sneaky, so.
there. Alrighty, it's time to witch bolt this bitch.
Ooh.
That's an 18 on the die plus 7.
25.
That
Thank you.
hits.
Alright, and I'm also gonna roll for chaos magic.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, baby.
It's a
Is it
5.
bad?
It's a
You
5
die.
for chaos magic.
Ooh, baby.
I don't know what that mean.
Give me a
That
hot
means you all
second.
explode.
That means the chaos sure is magical.
Ooh,
So I'll roll the chaos magic stuff in a second. It's gonna be 9 for damage, and I'm going to move away about
Nice.
my full feet of movement, 25 feet. So that way it's away from me.
Now.
And for the chaos, 6.
A 6.
Don't you
I feel like
worry.
you've never gotten a low number for that.
Yeah, it was 006.
Huh. As you cast Witch Bolt and
Uh-huh.
hit this wolf for a decent amount of damage, and you see it was encroaching on you,
Mhm.
so you see it begins to
Why?
back up as you make distance, and right at its point of origin, where you were standing before, manifests this weird creature that out of game you guys would know of as a Modron, maybe?
Oh my god.
I
Oh
don't
my
know what
god!
that is. What is
Uh-oh.
that?
Oh no!
Oh no!
What is that?
Oh no!
Wait,
Uh-oh!
wait, which one of these funny little things are you talking about? Hang on.
There's quite a few different versions of them.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Can
here's
I
the
see what that
PNG.
looks like?
Mhm.
Yeah, I
Oh.
posted.
It's the 5e version, the constructs usually.
I'm getting Silent Hill vibes from this. I don't
Yeah,
know.
which one of these little things are you talking about?
Ew. I hope it's not the one on the bottom. Either
I
Which
have
one?
chosen.
I would like if it was the second one. It has
The
it's
box
kind of
guy?
funky. Yeah.
Well, if you guys knew, then
Or
it
the
wouldn't be
one,
fun.
the last one on the first row.
Yeah.
He looks like he has some wares to sell.
As you see the one that appears in front of you, almost like this weird sphere of electronic pieces and bobs, as it has these tendrils that
Oh,
all seem to have these different kind of just bludgeoning tools, as this weird creature looks at you, Rosalie, and goes, "Mama!"
bro!
What?
What?
Ain't no way. Ain't no way it just said mama.
I don't understand. What?
As
You have a baby motion.
it now
Wonderful.
joins the initiative.
So just to be clear,
Okay.
we're looking at the starfish one, right?
No.
No, it's
The
a
little
spherical
one?
one.
Oh, is this normal sphere?
The little one?
Or the
I
second one?
am depicting one that is not in front of your eyes. Stop
Okay.
looking.
Oh.
Okay, sorry. I just
We
want to
just
get a
wanted
point of
a
reference.
base of some
I
kind.
know, I know.
Point of
Imagine
reference.
one of those things, just not at all one of those things, because then you would know.
No, yeah, not
Yeah.
these specific
Modrons
ones.
Are
Okay.
scary.
Those are so scary. Why do they have supple lips?
I do not know. I don't like it though.
Why
Yeah.
do they look
Anyways,
like
continue. Rosalie, is that the end of your turn?
They're also
They
a problem for us because their entire existence is about hating chaos.
That's a little funny.
Modrons
Wow.
worship law and order, and they despise chaos.
Yeah, they love the show.
We're fucked.
The face that I just made when you said that.
You didn't know what Modrons were?
No.
No,
I didn't know what they were, bro.
they're just funny
Modrons
little
are-
I had to
things.
read up about these things so fast. My God.
Modrons are biomechanical constructs that worship law and order, and they
Yeah.
despise anything that is chaos.
I'm pretty much
I wonder if any
I'm
of
pretty
this
much
stuff
If it is
throwing
if
it
is
in,
not
like-
there,
Yeah.
Okay, no, I
Sorry,
won't tell you
shush.
guys that.
Yeah.
if it is
So-
not in their programming, you cannot get them to do it.
Well, right now it's only programmed for Mama. I don't know what to tell you. Oh my God,
Yeshua,
this
it
thing
is your
tech-
turn.
Yeah, it's
I-
like I
I-
cast Wish Bolt, I run and I turn around and it's right behind me, or it's like away and it calls me Mama, and I'm like, the fuck? Go ahead. Shh.
Okay, can you remind me where everyone's at?
I'm
Yes,
now away.
you are pretty much directly in front of Rosalie as she's run over to where you are. There's a weird fucking orb tentacle creature that's calling Rosalie Mama.
I'm gonna
Aura
just ignore
is
that.
now with a large wolf that you've seen before.
Mhm.
They're about 30-ish feet away from you.
Okay, not too bad. I'm gonna go up to the wolf. I will run over to the wolf.
Alright.
And I will hit it, 3 times.
Alright. Roll to hit.
Okay, roll. I'm guessing a 10 does not hit.
That does not hit.
Okay. Does a 18 hit?
An 18 does hit.
Okay. And does a 20 hit?
A 20 does hit.
Okay. Uh, 19 damage.
Ooh.
Yay. End of my turn.
Alrighty, it eats that damage. And you see, as you smack into this wolf, it gets angrier and angrier.
Uh-oh.
Next in the initiative is said wolf.
Oof.
Yeshua, watch out.
Said wolf shall Why don't we start?
Start what?
That's
With
scary.
fun, of course.
Oh, no.
As you see, this wolf retaliates. It kind of hops back after being smacked a bunch. And you see it kind of reels back on its hind legs and opens up its maw and lets out a loud howl.
What?
Begins to reverberate through the forest. And in this cone of power, headed straight towards you, Yeshua, and you, Aura.
What?
I will need you both to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Me? Why?
No.
Because you're in the cone?
3?
The dog barked at you and spicy bark.
It's loud.
And loud go dog go.
Does that mean my Rodron's in that?
I still have bless, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you
You also
should.
have
Good,
bless.
because those go to saving throws. I need that.
Yeah.
Wait, it's a
How
4,
does
so it's a
bless
14.
last for? Oh,
A
well.
14?
Doesn't
A 14 just passes.
I feel like bless is gonna last for maybe like another round or two, though. It's not gonna last for too much longer.
Yeah, I think it lasts for like
Depends
a
on
minute.
how well you hold
Yeah.
concentration.
No, it lasts a
Yeshua?
minute. Is the thing.
It lasts for 10 rounds then.
But I cast it before this.
Oh.
Yes, wisdom save?
So
I
at the
got
very
a
least, 5 more rounds.
17.
Oof, you pass.
Wait.
Both of them
And
pass.
both of you begin to hear this loud wailing in your ears that almost seems unstoppable for a bit. It gives you a piercing headache for a second. And Ooh.
Bless you.
Bless.
Or for a second, you actually begin to fear this wolf. It seems like a larger creature than it was before. But then you remember you have a gun, and your fear is quenched
Wait.
as you both pass. And that is the end of its turn. Now begins the turn of the Modron
Oh my god.
as
Oh, no.
it sees you, Yeshua,
Oh no.
attack the wolf,
Oh
and
no.
you hear it go, "Enemy to wildlife."
Oh
No,
Yeah.
no, no.
You
Yup.
see its eyes almost turn red as it springs into action towards you, Yesh.
It itself is a wild.
And
But it's a rabbit. It's a rabbit.
How does it react when another animal eats another animal? What the fuck? What
You're
the
not an
fuck?
animal. You are.
I'm the
you
closest
are-
thing to an animal around here. on my team.
Sure, but you still register as a literal.
You're still technically
humanoid.
No,
You're still
I
a
gave up
dude.
my
You're a
animal
human.
You're
citizenship.
still a
Annoying.
man.
You're still a
I gave
dude.
up my animal citizenship.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Um,
No.
Oh boy. And he is also. Yes.
I don't like when you laugh.
Yeshua
Very scope.
does a
There we
20
go.
hit.
Oh.
You know what? I wish it didn't, but it did.
Oh man.
Am I dead? Am I dead, DM?
What do you mean? You just got hit. It's one.
Yeah, I don't know. This thing is like, what if it packs a punch?
That's fair.
Yeah.
One
Why are
hit.
you Peter Griffining left?
What do you mean one hit?
You just said one hit. Jesus Christ. This thing's so broken.
Stop.
This is bad. Okay.
No.
Yeshua, you see these tendrils with like one has a hammer, one has like this like spiked ball type thing, one has like a morning star connected, one has like this little dagger, and all the tentacles go wailing at you as this. It's still like a quadruped creature, like all moves its limbs like so fast to try and get to you as quick as possible. And it just spins and hits you with each hit. Or not each hit, but the first one definitely hurts. As it hits you for 9 damage on the first hit. Sorry, I was reading the thing and it was fucked up. Anyways, does a 26 hit?
I guess.
Does a 20 hit?
I guess.
Oh,
I
no.
guess. Oh my.
Stop.
Does a 17 hit?
We're gonna
Which,
die to
thankfully,
supple
no.
lips thingy.
Thankfully,
This is
no.
awful.
What the fuck did I
Please
create?
Count.
Yeah. What
Right.
did you create?
I don't
Leslie?
know.
Cool.
What did you?
Child.
In total, you take
Monster.
21 points of bludgeoning damage.
Damn.
Damn.
We gotta put this thing down.
For real.
Okay, I'll be
As
on
this thing
Moleskin
spins
duty.
its limbs at you, and
Gotta put this down.
and then backs up a bit and looks at you. It glares at you and says, "Halt immediately! This transgression will not be tolerated."
What the?
What a
Rosalie,
And-
can you tell your child to fuck off or something?
I don't know if to listen to me.
Next in the initiative, or no, at the end of that,
Uh-huh.
Bobbert,
Mhm.
Fivis finishes this spell, and you see your boot lift up off of the floor, and pretty much start flying in a direction.
Okay.
And Fivis gets up quickly and goes, "Go, go, 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 go!"
I speedily take off my other boot because I'm not like walking awkward and just start running.
And you guys begin chasing after this boot. For your full distance. What's your full distance?
I mean, if I'm also if my walking speed is 30, but if I'm dashing, it'd be 60.
Awesome. Alrighty.
Speedy goblin.
Speed.
Speedy gobbo. Not
Robert,
really.
as you follow this boot,
Yes.
you realize off in the distance, as you see about 100 feet away from you
Mhm.
is Yeshua getting his ass beat by some weird ball. There is a large grassy-like wolf attacking what seems like Aura and Yesh.
Do I recognize the grassy wolf?
And you recognize the grassy wolf.
I'm gonna say, I'm like, what, the fucking Motra?
And next up in the initiative is Aura.
Yeah. I'm gonna fucking shoot him.
Which one, the wolf or the Motra?
Can I get a piercing shot? It does. I'm gonna save that. We're gonna do 15 plus. Where is it? Gun go. 7. 23 to hit.
Hits.
Wonderful. 1. 2. Oh wow. 4 fire and 10 piercing. Sorry, not 4. 8 fire and 10 piercing.
Nice.
I rolled double 4s.
Nice.
Maximum for damage.
You see this wolf repulsed at the fire as it begins to light. And next in the initiative, Rosalie.
Bruh.
What?
Oh wait, no, it is Bobbert. Sorry.
never
I
gonna
passed you the first time.
go.
And I was like, oh no, Bobbert's still gone. And I was like, no, Bobbert, you made it.
I'm
You're here
right
now.
there. I have my shoes off, so I'm playing with fire currently.
Sure.
Because it gives me because
You
those
won't have
shoes
advantage
give
on death
me-
saving
I won't
throws.
have advantage on death save, which I just.
I spare the dying, it's fine.
Okay. So I see.
If I get you.
So I see wood dog and weird thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Time to use my action to summon flamethrower, and then time to use my bonus action to roast the doggo with.
Yeshua's
Actually-
still there.
Oh my gosh! I retract.
Oops.
Okay.
Trapped.
Retract.
Never mind.
Retract flamethrower.
Okay. Retract the
Retract.
thrower. What are you doing?
We're also in a forest.
Yeah, it'd be super funny.
No.
I mean, if the forest is this hostile, might be warranted.
Yeah, but
Um,
they're all interconnected. They're gonna know where he. Well, the wolf just fucking
Well,
calls
the
it.
wolf
Whatever.
The
You are-
dog knows we're here. I think I'm gonna use shocking grasp on the thing made of metal, which gives me advantage. Right? Because it's made of metal. And I have advantage when things are. Where it says if it's wearing
Can you-
armor made of metal.
Can
Well,
you
we
make it 100 feet?
100 feet? I can make it 60 feet if I dance. I'm so sad.
Sadly, you can't touch the creature.
Oh.
Don't you have a gun?
I do have a gun. But I'll only have to run 30 feet. Because I don't have dash as a bonus action, which I think goblins should have. Okay, I'll run 30 feet and then I'll use my gun. Okay,
The
action,
gun.
action, I cast gun on the thing that's beating up Yesh.
Roll to hit.
Yay!
Which one of the two?
No, the orb. I'm
Okay.
gonna hit the orb with a 21.
That hits.
Hooray! Huzzah! Oh,
Yay!
I got 5 damage.
Oh,
I
Nice.
rolled 2 1s.
Sucks.
I so sad, and that's all I can do. I so sad.
mm.
I mean, I could technically goblin hide, but you know,
It is up to you.
yeah. Maybe
Bonus action,
I'll
put on your shoe.
actually put on shoe. Yeah. Right. Yeah, so that's a good idea. I bonus action put on shoe. And end of my end of my turn.
Okay.
Okay. Dash
Then-
owl.
Next in the initiative is Rosa.
Oh god. Hmm. I'm not gonna witch bolt the dog. I'm gonna firebolt it. But I just yell at him like, "No, rabbit friend, wolf bad." That's a 26 to hit.
A 26 does hit.
Cool. I'm aiming for the wolf again. So that's going to be an 11.
Nice. And Rosalie, why don't you roll me a persuasion check?
Persuasion? I'm
Mhm.
good at persuasion. That's a 19.
You see this Modron after you say, no, wolf bad, rabbit man good.
Rabbit good, wolf bad.
You see it stops wailing on Yeshua. You see its eye that's behind it, because it has just eyes on every part of its body. Look at you, and then they all glance at Yeshua, and then they look at the wolf. And then it just kind of stops and goes, recalculating justice.
Okay, at what,
And
at what point does it get shot?
Eh,
It probably got
and,
shot before this.
You know what? Good for them that they're thinking now instead of just attacking me.
honestly, as you shot it, Bobbert, it literally like dug into the metal a bit and then dented, but definitely ricocheted. Not in a sense of like it did less damage, but in a sense of, man, that thing is solid.
Yeah.
Dang, that thing is solid.
And
thick.
Oh,
Damn, thick ass boy.
One thick ass boy.
moving on in the initiative is Yeshua.
Wolf bad, bunny good.
oh my god. Am I okay to hit the wolf now?
Should be, at least for right now.
Okay. I do have half my health left.
Yep. Cool.
Okay. I guess I'll hit the wolf like I did before. Roll. Does a 14 hit?
A 14 does not hit.
Okay. Does a 15 hit?
A 15 just hits.
Okay. And does a 22 hit?
A 22 does hit.
Yay! And there. 23 damage.
Damn.
Damn.
If only I got the third hit in, but you know, I'll take it.
As you wail on this wolf, you begin to see these vines and like parts of thickets begin to like peel off of it. And do begin to fall off. As it's not looking too good. And that would be the wolf's turn. As what shall it try this time? as now you see the Modron kind of goes, this defenseless creature, and calculating as you see
Nervous.
the wolf pounces, like falling apart and on fire at you, Yeshua. Does a 21 hit?
Yes.
Alrighty.
Jesus Christ. This dog wants bunny for dinner.
Hair's pretty good. As it bites into you for 15 piercing.
Oh my god.
And go ahead and make a strength saving throw.
Oh my god.
Terrified.
If this Modron didn't believe me, it's going to believe me now.
Does a 22 save me?
A 22 does save you. As you're now fighting this big wolf that's trying to pin you down and has its jaws locked into your shoulder. As you begin to hear odd whispers as it's close to you.
Oh my god, it better not be the fucking people that claim that I went to the other side. Not now, okay? It's like I'm
Now is
getting
not
a
the time.
spam call whenever I talk to them.
You hear the same whispers of questioning your existence and why you're here and why you're not home and why you do this to your own. As the Modron seems to click and then some steam emanates from it and it goes answer found, and you see
Oh
its
god, I
tendrils
hope it
go
found the
up,
right answer.
and they begin to spin and head towards you, Yeshua.
Oh my god. Goodbye, everyone.
And it hits, and you see its tendrils go flying into this wolf.
Yes, good job.
Maybe you are a good parent after all, Rosalie.
What?
Bruh.
The hell you mean
And-
maybe? What do you mean
You've only had-
parents?
This thing has only been here for like 2 rounds.
And you see it smacks into this wolf and almost tosses it off of you as it now backs up a bit as it just gets smacked in the face twice. And the Modron now seems to be helping you.
Hey.
Yay! Oh wait, I need to take the piercing damage. I forgot. Oh, okay.
There goes.
Next in the initiative is Aura. What would you like to do?
Shoot him. Oh, that's a
Alrighty.
17 on the die
Ooh wee.
for a total of 24.
Coolio. That
Damn.
hits and 24 damage.
No, 24 2 hits.
Oh yeah, that hits.
2 fire, 11 piercing.
Nice. 13.
That's it.
Alrighty. And as you fire that into this wolf, the grassy thickness begins to singe off of it a bit more. And all of a sudden, you guys see a bolt of lightning fly by and slam into this wolf as Fivis joins your battle.
It
About time.
Sorry, he's a bit slow.
happens.
okay.
He's like me.
Um,
He only got 25 feet of movement. I apologize, guys.
Mm.
and he hits this wolf hard as this crackling energy sends it just a bit flying to the side as it looks like it's on its last legs. Next up in the initiative, Bobbert.
Okay, do I see the sphere starting to attack the wolf?
You did see the sphere start to attack the wolf.
That's cool and confusing. I'm just gonna shoot the wolf with my gun.
Please do.
That's a nat 20.
Let's go!
Let's
It's
go.
a good day for Bobbert.
Not a good day for Yesh.
Bobbert lines up that crack
Oh,
shot.
right.
That's 20. That's 28 damage. I got 2
How would
eights
you
on
like
that,
to
too.
kill it?
Oh my god, I love this. I love when the camera goes sniper elite. Oh my god.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yes.
I love every time Bobbert gets nat 20 on his gun and gets the kill, it turns into sniper elite. Oh my
all of
God.
your visions blur as everything
I want
becomes
the
a bullet exiting
want-
a chamber.
I want the bullet to go like completely through the length of the wolf. Oh my gosh. Please let it explode.
As the wolf looks at you, Bobbert, and sees you running towards it, and it's like, no, another opponent. But it's smaller. Maybe I can attack that. And it jumps at you a bit, and just in midair, this bullet just enters the maw and exits like straight through the body. As this wolf is viscerally ended. And that will end our initiative.
Hell yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Really quick question. With the locator spell that they were using, does that mean that the shoe was flying in the air?
Probably.
Oh yeah,
So does
this
that
shoe
and it's
literally right after initiative ends.
Clocks
Rosalie,
me
you
in the
look
head.
over and you see this wolf pounce off at Bobbert, and it just gets fucking blown to Kingdom Come.
holy
And
shit.
then you're like, "Oh, Bobbert!" And then you get smacked in the face by a shoe.
Oh my god, Bobber!
Sorry, my shoe, sorry. I had to find you somehow. That's all I had.
And
Picks up
you
helps
see
up Rosalie.
to your
Picks up
side the
Sugar.
Modron like sits beside the wolf, and just like a tendril kind of closes its eyes in a really like disgusting fashion as it just kind of slides over its face, and it goes, "Justice prevails."
You did
And
good.
Also, what's that?
as you say, you did good. You just see almost like reality around it claps in on it, and it vanishes.
What the What the hell?
Bobbert, go
Yeah.
ahead and roll me a history.
With this +6? Of course I will. 12 plus 6 is 18. Oh, today is Bobber's day. I got an 18 on my history check.
You know what that means? Next time we play Wayward, Heck is
Bobbert,
gonna
Oh my-
die.
you
Maybe.
weren't thinking about it before, but just thinking of it now, a little lore on the world of Seaworthy.
Lovely.
There are two major kind of races that lead the world of mechanics and building devices and machinery that really, have lasting power. And those tend to be goblins and dwarves. Now, Bobbert, now that you think of it, The machinery on the kiln very much reminds you of dwarf machinery. I think I explained it before, but it seemed a bit more rigid,
Yeah.
more solid, more
It
kind
was
of
dense.
done up.
Yeah.
Um,
A thick ass boy.
and this machinery for the Modron that you saw, this weird creature, it reminds you of that.
Junk in the trunk.
And it seems to be definitely dwarven made.
All I know is dwarven make.
Goblins and
dwarves.
dwarves thusly tend to be pretty at odds. Not like enemies, but
Seriously?
rivals.
Oh, that makes sense.
We're the mechanical giants, ironically enough.
Pretty much. There's no like major form
It's
of
like
goblin.
Apple versus Samsung.
Android. Yeah.
Android,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's no major form of like homestead of goblins, but you know there is a major pretty much kingdom of dwarves that go into manufacturing all these different type of machines and devices. And you know that they pretty much like hide their secrets from goblins and the rest of the world. And it kind of pisses you off because
It does.
goblins
We deserve that
mostly
shit.
are all about sharing.
We love sharing.
Their
Is this just goblin propaganda you're speaking to us right now?
No,
Fine,
but
die.
it is
I don't
how
care.
a lot of goblins end up being used by the Navy for their many advancements or ideas or machinery.
We're just too
and
good. We're just
Don't
too
get too
good.
much recognition for it.
Alright. So I guess
but
all I say about the thing is just seems dwarven. That's it. That's all you get. Also, I help up Rosie. I don't know why she's back on the floor.
God damn it.
Girl is on the floor.
That's so funny.
Gets smacked in the head with a shoe.
Family Guy ragdoll.
Ow.
Family Guy.
Well, here's your shoe back.
Yeah, sorry.
Fivis joins you guys. Found you. Guys.
Take it easy.
What was that?
What
Ball?
was what? Oh,
Ball.
yeah.
Seems
magic is weird. And I walk over to Yeshua.
And he looks over to this wolf that's on the floor, and you see its roots and grassiness begin to recede off of it. And eventually there protrudes this very, very snowy white coated wolf.
Oh. Also, Yeshua, I'm gonna pat your arm real quick, and you're gonna take... Ooh, that's actually quite a bit, so that's gonna be... 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 points of damage. Or not damage. Health.
Yay, I'm back to half.
I'm killing you. 22 health, sorry.
You see Fivis takes a piece of the receding branches that are leaving it, and he goes, "That'll be useful." And he drops it in a vial of sorts. And he goes, "Well, Rosalie, right?
Yeah.
You said you had a compass.
Mm-hmm.
That can help us get back to the village."
Great.
Knowing that the tower is north of it, we should just be able to head south and find our way there eventually.
That's probably best as of right now.
And you guys pick up your wits and make your way back towards the village. And as you pass through the forest, Rosalie, you walk pretty much ahead of everyone with the compass, and you look off to your right, and you see that big hill that you went over the first time you headed towards the tower, and you see that it is oriented a completely different way. And it is no longer overlooking the tower. And you almost turn that way instinctively, like, oh, a landmark. But then the compass tells you otherwise.
Oh, a landmark. No, it ain't.
And so you follow the compass, and eventually you all break through the thicket and reach Whispers once more.
Oh yeah.
And as you guys see the village, you see it has been taken by a magnitude of destruction.
Oh.
Oh,
What?
vibe just changed.
As
Village is all fucked up.
Damn.
see whole evidence of a gigantic gigantic tracks that lead through the city. And off in the distance, you see that gigantic tree making its way around to the mountain range.
Ooh, they're fucking dead. Ooh.
Mm.
Oh well.
As you do, you see this off in the distance, not too far off in the distance, just towards the town. You see villagers are slowly coming up from under things, slowly looking around. There's a slight air of terror. There's not a lot of screaming. You can presume that's over now. But you can see people are pretty much coming up from hiding places they were in as people begin to yell names. Barry, Alice, Jonathan, David,
Bartholomew.
with none answering back. As you guys see ahead is Edic, the second Baron.
Yeah.
You know? Has an utter rage in his eyes. As you see, he picks himself up off the floor and he sees you all and he goes, "Well, where have you been?"
I figured you knew. And she kind of points towards Fivis.
And he's holding this axe in both his hands in almost like this blood rage that's filling his eyes. And he looks down at Fivis and he goes, "Fivis?" And you see his eyes just completely brighten up in this like childlike yay type of thing.
Yeah.
He goes, "Oh my, where have you? Oh, I'm so glad you're safe." And Fivis goes, Yeah, these guys found me and helped me out of that predicament." And he goes, "Awesome. Um, well, you need to go and check on Willow and your father." "Yeah, I guess so. You're right. I thank you." And Fivis begins to sprint off towards the library,
Mhm.
and you see Edict go, "That tree took everyone." And you see his eyes begin to light up with rage again. And he goes, "I'm going after it. And I feel like Flint would have stopped me. But I will." "If I'm not back, I need you to save everyone."
So I'm sorry, the tree took them?
"The tree, yes, it took them.
Damn.
Listen, I don't have time." And you see he's almost like, it's almost like his arm is shaking as he holds this
Mhm.
axe.
Does he seem hurt? Or
He
is he
doesn't
just
seem hurt. He seems
pissed? Emotionally
more than
distraught?
pissed. Rosalie, he seems cursed.
Ew.
Ooh. He's beyond help.
Uh-oh.
And as he seems to be fighting something, he pretty much fills you all in and lets you know about this gigantic tree that you witnessed before, rampaging through the city, digging into homes, and literally taking people. And it took Flint.
Mhm.
And he is saying he's leaving now, and he doesn't know what the kiln will do, what the village will do, and he doesn't care. But he knows if he dies, he wants someone to save the town because the people are good people.
Mhm.
And they settled around them. They are their responsibility. But Flint matters to him more than anyone else here.
That's completely fair.
And I can't help myself. Physically. So please, do what you can. I'll give you anything. And he says that. He almost doesn't even wait for your response as he kind of swings this axe into the ground and gets a pushing start and just fires off into the distance.
Ugh. Well, I have a
And
feeling he's just gonna get himself killed, which is not gonna help anybody who just got taken by that tree.
as you all continue down the road and make it to Willow's Whispers, you see Fivis rush outside of the building, now with a large hole through the roof. And he yells Willow's name. And I will end our session there for tonight.
Sam. Go Sam.
Sorry I had to fast track the little end half there,
Yeah, you're all good.
just because I have a raging headache for some reason.
You're all good. I got you.
Happens.
But
They taking everybody out here.
Mm-hmm.
They snatching everybody up.
she's snatching.
Hide your
She's
kids. Hide your wives.
sadly did not hide them well enough.
Nope.